Hello there guys, and welcome back to another video. Set the mood. Let's get some candles going. Set that right there. Alright, today we are going to be watching some scary animations, and if you guys do like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And the candle went out. I feel like it's gonna go out again. And guess what, guys? It went out again. This sucks. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab an incense. Because, the candle is not setting the mood, but I guess an incense will. Alright. Got my incense. Me too. Gosh dang it, freaking candle. Ruined the mood. Alright. I got this really cool incense holder. Is that what you would call it? Most likely going to be playing some Red Dead Redemption 2 later on my channel. I know. I said this was going to be a Fortnite channel. I lied. My bad. I want it to be like a kind of everything channel. Alright, we got our incense. Alright, let's just get right into it. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on that dang notification bell so you never miss another video. Let's get some lights in here. Very scary. Alright, we got some lights in here. Let's get right into it, guys.
This happened about 3 years ago. I was hanging out with my friends, Austin, Vincent, Charlie, and Bobby, while my parents were gone for the weekend. On Saturday afternoon, me and my friends were hanging out playing Battlefield 1 at Austin's house, chilling and having a good time. A couple hours later, we got bored and had nothing to do. But we went on a walk on a boardwalk, talking about what plans we had for the summer. After we talked about our summer plans, my friend Austin asked if we can go to the abandoned hospital. But I was thinking that wouldn't be a good idea because it might be frightening and scary, but I agreed. Around 5 p.m., we got into my pickup truck and drove there. We got there around 6:30 p.m., and I parked my truck next to the entrance in case anything happens while we're checking the hospital out. When we got inside the hospital, it was a little bit creepy, but the hallways and the other rooms were empty. About 20 minutes later, we heard something that made our hearts drop. It was the sound of a girl screaming, saying, "Help, somebody help me."
Oh, God.
Then I heard someone saying, "Shut your mouth." We followed the sound all the way up the stairs, and when we got there, we saw a dim light from the room. As we got closer, I told my friends to not move a muscle. As I peeked through the room, I saw a girl taped to the chair. After I looked at the girl, I quietly told my friends to come to the room and help. After we helped the girl, she thanked us. She told us her name was Hannah. She also said that she was kidnapped by a man 3 weeks ago while coming home from college for the summer. We decided to get back to my truck, but suddenly we saw a movement coming from the stairway. And we decided to find an empty dark room and hid there until someone passed us. After a minute or two of hiding in the dark room, we saw some guy wearing a flannel shirt, jeans, boots, and holding a machete. After the man passed us, We got out the room quietly without making any noise. Before we got to the exit, we heard the man screaming and yelling for the girl. We started running to my truck, so my friends jumped in the back of the bed, and then we quickly started the engine. And as I started the engine, my friend Austin yelled for me to hurry up. After my friend Austin yelled, I looked behind us, and it was the man charging us with the machete.
Oh, God.
So I quickly drove off and called the police.
Oh, crap, my pants.
After we escaped, we pulled in at a gas station, waiting for the cops to show up, and told them exactly what happened. After we told the police where the hospital was, they went over there and investigated, and they caught the man surprisingly. He was taken into custody and got charged with kidnapping. After the police took him away, they told us they've been looking for this guy for 5 years and said he had prior convictions. The ambulance took her to the hospital, and then we went home and decided to never go to places like that again.
Yeah,
I still can't stop thinking about what would have happened if that guy would have caught us. More importantly, what would have happened to Hannah if we never showed up.
I can think of some really, really bad things that could have happened. Alright.
One night,
Next one.
while walking home, it started raining. Just what I needed, I thought to myself. I had no umbrella and I was in the middle of a road that crosses a forest. With no place to cover, I decided to keep walking and wait for a car to pass, and maybe hitchhike.
Oh, that's a
Around
bad
10
idea.
minutes later, I started listening to a car approaching from behind. I looked back and the car stopped by my side. Slowly, the car window opens, and I could see a man inside. It was dark, so I couldn't see his face. I heard the man ask, "Do you need a ride, son?"
That is
I told him yes, please, because there's no way I was going to keep walking in this rain. This guy looked like an old man. He was skinny, with a wrinkly face.
In the car.
He didn't look dangerous at all. He actually seemed nice. We did some small talk until I was reaching my destination. I told the guy to drop me here and I could walk the rest. The rain had stopped by now. The guy said nothing, so I repeated again. "You can drop me here." He says, No, not yet. You're not ready." What? I thought to myself.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm not ready for what?
It is way too dangerous.
I was getting nervous, so
walking.
I tried one more time. "Please, sir, let me out here." He looks at me with his eyes wide open. Now I could see his face.
Oh gosh.
The guy looked old and his face was wrinkled with sharp teeth, and he said,
He looks
I
hot.
said no. I felt sick and I thought I was going to throw up. I was stuck there with that guy. I thought my only way out would be to open the door. I tried opening the door, but it was locked and I am in full panic by now. I feel a weakness going through my body as I feel myself pass out. Finally, my eyes close and everything goes black. I woke up in the bed. I look around and it looks like a shack. The place looks trash and smells terrible. At the side of the bed, I see some basic medical equipment. I listen to footsteps outside near the door. Without having a lot of time, I pretend I am still knocked out and I wait. I don't keep my eyes shut. I leave a small opening. I wanted to see who was coming. The door opens. I see someone. I keep opening and closing my eyes very little to make sure he doesn't see I'm watching him. He reaches my side of the bed. He turns to the other side and starts picking up the medical tools.
Oh,
What is he going to do to me, I thought.
what is that?
With very little time to make a decision, I needed to do something quick, or God knows what will happen. I gained courage and I slowly get up. I started running to the door. While I was reaching to the door, I took a glimpse on the right, and there was an open door. Inside is an image that I would never forget. I saw a body of some random person, and I wanted to throw up, but right now, I needed to escape. I opened the door and I ran through the woods. It was very dark. I couldn't see where I was going, but I didn't care. I just needed to be far away from that place. Finally, I arrived at the main road and I kept running. I found an open diner. I went inside and used their phone to call the cops. I gave the police a report of what happened. Then they took me safely home. A few months later, I saw on TV that the fugitive from an asylum was caught. He was living in a cabin in the woods. It was the same guy that kidnapped me. Suddenly, I had the same feeling from that night.
See, this is what happened.
But at least the guy had been caught. Never again in my life have I hitchhiked.
That's a smart person. Well, you shouldn't have hitchhiked in the first place.
I used to be a huge gamer a few years back as a teen.
Yeah?
It kept me in the house away from trouble, but I would always stay home and my family would go out to do usual family things, like go to movies, dinner, and family trips.
I really
So spring break.
Like, everybody knows there's quarantine and lockdown. The coronavirus is out there. I keep myself quarantined, and what I do to keep myself entertained is play video games. I relate to this guy. I don't get in trouble. I don't mess with creepy abandoned places, hospitals, houses, tunnels. I don't do any of that creepy stuff. I stay at home, keep myself quarantined, and play video games.
One year, my family booked a trip to Disney World. I didn't want to go. My parents didn't argue because I had a bad attitude, and I would usually ruin the trips on purpose with my attitude. I was 17 at the time and loved being by myself.
Well,
The first 2 days went smooth. My parents left me with some money and stocked the fridge. I stayed in my room majority of the time playing games. Everything didn't stay smooth though.
better keep
I
those
went to the
doors
kitchen to
locked.
grab food and went back to my room. I became sleepy, so I went to bed.
Better keep those
In the
doors,
middle of the night, I
windows, and
heard the
cabinets,
front
keep
door being
everything
messed with.
locked.
I went to my door and I opened it. I heard it again. Then the front door opened.
You guys run.
I closed my door and I ran to my bed, grabbed my phone, but I left my phone in the kitchen. There also wasn't a house phone. I went to my bed and I panicked. I got under the covers and I heard guys talking.
Hey, grab everything valuable. There should be anyone here. If there is, no witnesses.
I was freaking out and I can hear footsteps coming down the hall.
Hide under the bed.
They
Hide
stopped
under
right at
the
my
bed.
door. I can also hear other footsteps throughout the house going into every room. The guy at my door started yelling out to the other guys.
Anyone in the other rooms?
2 other guys answered no. Then he entered my room. I was so afraid because I knew he could see me under the covers. Someone else yelled out to him to see if anyone was in my room. For a second, he didn't answer. He just closed the door, but I can hear him breathing. He was still in my room. I can hear him walking to me. He got up to my bed. He started sniffing the covers that I was under, right by my face. He then yelled out that no one was in there, and they all walked out. I stayed under the covers for about 30 more minutes and ran out of my room to get my cell phone. These guys took a lot of stuff. I called the cops and my family came back early from Disney World. After that, I went everywhere with my family. And I didn't stay home by myself for a long, long time.
Escape to the world of anime with the Funimation app in both subs and dubs. You can stream and download anywhere, completely ad.
Those robbers came at night. Disneyland isn't open at night. That's really, really confusing. Unless his parents are staying at like a hotel, that's really, really confusing. Alright, that was the end of the video, and let me know if you guys did enjoy, and make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that dang notification bell so you never miss another video. Till the next one, guys. Peace.